Hi, my name's Talia Scott, and I am a registered art therapist here at HopeWay. I'm also a licensed clinical mental health counselor associate. Aside from facilitating art therapy groups here at HopeWay, I also facilitate some of the meditation groups. Mindfulness meditation is that awareness of where you are, what you're doing, and just trying not to be overly responsive or reactive to the things that are going on around you. Just being present in the current moment. So, today I'm going to walk you through a visualization, as I would like to call it, or guided meditation. That's a mashup between mindfulness and art therapy. It comes together from two things. One is a line from a poem from one of my favorite poets, Sarah Kay, that poses the question, what would the rain wash away if you let it? The other part of that comes from one of the many art therapy assessments called Person Standing in the Rain. Person Standing in the Rain art therapy assessment is used to explore a person's stressful experiences and their defenses for coping with those, or the protective factors that they put in place to navigate their stress. So first, I want to ask that you get comfortable. So if you're sitting in a chair like me, I just ask that you kind of relax your shoulders, loosen your jaw. If you want to let your arms hang, just let them hang pretty heavy. Make sure that your feet are planted. If you like to keep your hands up here on your knees, that's fine as well. I'm more comfortable during meditation with my palms up, open, receptive. If you'd like to lie down, you can do that as well. So I'll give you a moment to get comfortable. All right. And once you're in place, I'm going to ask you to take about two deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. We'll do it together. Okay. So I'm going to remind you to remember your breath and keep that breathing going. Be aware of your breath as we move through this visualization. You can do this with your eyes open. If you choose to do it with your eyes open, just find a soft focal point to kind of gaze and set your eyes upon. If you'd like to close your eyes and you feel comfortable and safe doing that, I invite you to. There's going to be a lot of accessing your imagination and your creativity with this mindfulness meditation. It's kind of like coloring by numbers. You get to pick a lot of the characteristics of this visualization, and I'll guide you through that. So first, I'm going to ask you to picture a person standing in the rain. That person can be you, or it can be someone else. So I'll give you a second to get fixed on that person standing in the rain. So I'm going to ask you to make some choices here. You can decide whether this is a light, warm summer rain, a torrential downpour. You can decide what temperature the rain is. It's cold and stinging and prickly. Something you enjoy or something you're in a hurry to get out of. Go ahead and make those decisions, remembering to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm going to ask you to bring your senses into this and just think about what are the different sights that you see, what's going on in your environment around you. What are you hearing? Is it just the sound of the raindrops hitting the different surfaces around you? Is there traffic nearby, other people? We're outside, so maybe you might hear some different animals, or the raindrops hitting the leaves. Whatever you decide. I'm going to ask you to explore what you smell. Does it smell like a summer rain? Is there a restaurant nearby? Maybe those fresh flowers that you like? Or a displeasing smell that you're not really fond of? You get to decide what's going on around you. Remembering your breath. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. I'm going to ask you to make a mental note of 3 things that the rain would wash away if you let it. These can be experiences, feelings, maybe a burden, an expectation, or a deadline you have coming up that you just prefer not to stress about, or something that no longer serves you. Three things. It can be whatever you want or need it to be. So I'm going to ask you to consider visualizing yourself or that person standing in the rain, what they're seeing, hearing, smelling. Now we're going to explore what you're wearing. Maybe you're on the beach and it's a nice rain. Maybe you're just there enjoying vacation and you have on your swim attire. Maybe you have on a raincoat, rain boots, and an umbrella. Maybe you've been caught in the rain. Think about what you're wearing, remembering your breath. I'm going to ask you to visualize that first thing on your list, whatever it may be, washing away in the rain. How does it feel? I'm going to ask you to visualize that first thing on your list rinsing off of your body, maybe down your sleeve, down your hand, dripping to the ground. How does that feel? Where does it go? Do you feel any sense of relief allowing that expectation or that feeling to wash away from you? I'll invite you to allow that second thing on your list to wash away as well. Maybe it's resting on your head or on your shoulders, and the breeze from that rain just pulls it on away from you. How does that feel? Where does it go? And now that third thing on your list, whatever it might be, just visualize where it's sitting on your body. You can do a body scan and determine where you're holding that feeling or that emotion. Is it in your chest? Is it in your stomach? Does it give you a backache? Just picture that thing rinsing away down to the ground. Where does it go? How does that feel? Remembering your breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. So I'm going to ask you to be very aware of your surroundings in this moment. Those three things on your list that have washed away in the rain, that you've allowed the rain to take from you because they no longer serve you. Do your shoulders feel a bit lighter? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel any sense of relief? I'm going to give you a moment to sit with that and just observe your surroundings, this new sense of having shed those three things. Remembering your breath. Okay, so now I'm going to invite you to tell yourself that that's the end. You've shed those three things away from you. You've allowed the rain to do that. So I'm going to invite you to start bringing some energy and some movement back to your body. You can start with wiggling your toes and rotating your ankles. Let that energy travel on up through your legs and your abdomen, straightening your spine, just pulling your belly button into your spine. Let that energy travel on up through your chest. Kind of rotate your head. Let that energy travel through your shoulders and down your arms. Maybe let your arms hang if they weren't already. Wiggle your fingers. And when you're ready, on your own time, open your eyes. And so with this person in the rain visualization, I invite you to use this anytime you have burdens and expectations and different stressors that you're dealing with that it's pretty difficult to shed. Just walk yourself through this visualization and building that story because you are the only person that can tell your unique story and visualize the rain taking those things away and washing them away for you. Thank you.